Hello guys, in this video tutorial I will teach you about the HTML form and button. So you can see on this screen, on this browser, empty form is displayed. We have a header which is about the form demo, but there is no form. So how we create form? So this is HTML opening and closing. This is the head, opening and closing, and this is body. So inside a body we have heading h2, which is about form demo, and it is underlined. So anything inside the form will be in between the form opening and closing tag. So suppose we create a form uh, which contain two attributes. One is username and another is password. So we will take two input uh, input with the type text. We take text and type is equal to text, and we take placeholder is equal to user name. So placeholder means username will be shown inside the text uh, text field. Then we take another input with a type is equal to password, and we take placeholder is equal to password. So this is not the name, placeholder is not the name, but it is just the showing contents inside the text field. So if we come and refresh this browser, so you can see two text fields. So these are actually the placeholder, username and password, but once you click you can write the actual text. So what we do, we want to show it on separate lines, so we can use break or can text in separate paragraph. But laterally when we start division and section, so it will be better to you can do it using divisions also, but we have not covered it yet, so we do it using paragraph. P opening and closing tag, and we take one more P and P closing tag. So if you go see, these are now in two different lines or paragraphs. So we now label it. We'll take label opening and closing. We must need both opening and closing for label, but for input we don't need the closing. So we can write anything in label. Please enter username. This will be shown, and we copy here and we paste it here, and we change the label name. Please enter your password. Please enter password. Understood? So if you refresh, you can see please enter username, please enter password. So these two are labels, these two are text fields. This is a text type and this is a password type, and you can see the placeholders are showing. But when you press here, it does not go to here, cursor does not go to here, because these two are not connected. So now we connect it. So inside input, we also write the id. Id is equal to, for example, USR. USR, you can write anything, USR or user. I write user USR. So we should name you should name it a specific distinguished name, and we will write label for this USR. Similarly, you write label for is equal to pass, and id is equal to pass. Understood? So now these two are connected. This label is for pass. So this is actually, pass is actually the id for this input. If you refresh, so if you click, now the cursor is on this text field, and if you click, the cursor is on this text field. So this was all already covered in the last lecture. Now we come to set a button. So if I can take button inside and outside form, but when if we take the button outside the form, so the action we set for this form will be not occur when the button is taken outside and we press it. So we take both options. We take button here, so the button tag is used, and we will also use the button closing tag also, and we write submit. So if you refresh, so this submit is here. So when we press, nothing occur, nothing happens, because we have not set any action for this. We have not set any action for this form. So after setting any action, then when we press this submit button, then the action will be performed. But this is here, now we are designing the front end page using HTML. Lately, when we design, when we start backend coding, and then we connect a database, so definitely the values will be inserted in the database. So behind the button there will be some action performed, and that will be through backend coding. So for the moment, for the demo, we set some action, like suppose when the button is pressed, so this page should for example go to the some website, like we take Facebook. So we set action for this form. Action, when action is performed, it must go to, for example, www.facebook.com. This is example. So we save it and we refresh our browser. So when it is clicked, so it comes to the Facebook page. Hope you understood it. Now we take a button outside a form. For example, if we take another such button outside this form, submit, so both button name is same, and if we refresh, so now we have two buttons, but this button does not work. This does not generate any action, but it generate action. So what is the reason? The reason is that this button is inside the form, and the action is performed by the form. So when you press submit, definitely it will generate this action. So after that, if we put break, for example, so we take it in a separate paragraph, for example P, and then P, So now there is little distance, so it will not generate any action and it will generate some particular action. So this was all about the form and buttons. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much.